up, fam? It's your girl, Mrs. Tony 2 times, and I'm back with another video. In this episode of Hood Tales, we're taking it to Prince George's County, Maryland, to discuss the tragic incident where a mother and daughter are accused of doing the unimaginable to their mother and grandmother. But before we get into this video, welcome if you're new here to our channel. Please feel free to subscribe, click that notification bell so you never miss an upload. If you're rocking with our content, hit that like button. Feel free to share this video. Everything in this video is alleged. All right, let's go ahead and jump right into it. On Friday, June 2nd, 2023, Prince George's County Police went to the home of 71-year-old Margaret Craig after receiving a call from a male relative that said they had not heard from the elderly woman in multiple days and was concerned for her well-being. Officers arrived at the home around 1:30 p.m. that afternoon. Upon their arrival to the home on the 200 block of Hill Road in Landover, police were met at the door by Margaret's daughter, 44-year-old Candace Craig. She let officers come inside to look for Margaret. As they entered the home, officers immediately smelled the scent of decay coming from the basement. From there, officers notified the homicide and evidence units who took over the investigation. Court documents say when officials entered the basement, they immediately recognized the smell of putrefaction and observed bodily matter and fluid on the floor near 3 white plastic trash bags. They also discovered another open trash bag on the floor, which appeared to have parts of the remains inside. Police also noticed a knife on the ground of the basement, but reports say when they returned to the basement, the knife vanished. Officers found a grisly scene that included a cover for a chainsaw, cutting utensils, cleaning materials, and blood splattered throughout the basement where the remains were found. Although the remains were almost unrecognizable, officials said they believe it to be that of Margaret Craig. Investigators plan to use DNA to confirm that it is indeed Margaret. The police's preliminary investigation led them to determine that Margaret was allegedly slain by her daughter, Candace, on May 23, 2023, and had her 19-year-old daughter, Salia Margaret Hardy, help her attempt to dispose of the remains. Police are still working to determine a definitive motive, but investigators believe that an altercation that Candace had with her mother led to the alleged slaying. During interviews with police, Salia told detectives about the dispute she overheard between her mother Candace and her grandmother Margaret on May 23rd. According to court documents, Salia told investigators that her grandmother Margaret threatened to report her daughter Candace to the police for fraudulent use of her credit card. Salia told investigators that her mother then attacked her grandmother. The day after the altercation, Salia claims to have found Margaret's body inside a blue bin in her bedroom. Police believe that Candace and Salia allegedly attempted to dispose of the remains by dismemberment and setting them ablaze on a barbecue grill and bonfire. The attempt was unsuccessful. While police were conducting their investigation at the family's home on Hill Road, a neighbor told police that on May 27, 2023, they saw a fire in the brush behind the family's home. The fire was reported that day, but by the time responders arrived, the fire was already out. When a neighbor spoke to reporters at the scene, they recalled seeing two women outside the home next to an outdoor table with an umbrella, with charcoal in hand and a grill nearby, but had no idea what was really happening. The horrifying incident took place a week after Mother's Day this year. A little over 2 years ago, on Mother's Day 2021, Candace posted a sweet Mother's Day post on her Facebook page, gushing over the fact that her mom was the number one woman in her life. The post featured pictures of Margaret. Some of the posts read, "I hope you have an awesome and peaceful day." Candace continued on saying, "I don't get to say this every day, but I love you very much, to the moon and back." Salia then commented on the post saying, "Happy Mother's Day, Grandma and Mommy," followed by 3 heart emojis. So what could have caused Candace to allegedly snap and allegedly take her mother's life? A threat to call the police over credit card fraud just doesn't seem like something to take your mother's life over. But could it have been something deeper maybe? Was there a prior or long-standing dispute between the mother and daughter that hit a boiling point when the allegations of credit card fraud surfaced? Why did Salia allegedly help her mother after the alleged slaying? Was she possibly scared for her own life, or was she a willing accomplice? There are so many unanswered questions about what led to the alleged slaying of this mother and grandmother. The brutality in itself is hard to fathom when it comes to taking your mother's life. There had to be so much evil, anger, and hatred within to drive such a horrifying deed. Candace Craig was charged with 1st and 2nd degree murder. Salia Hardy, whose middle name is after her grandmother's name, was charged with accessory after the fact. Both are being held without bail. Candace's preliminary hearing has been set for July 3rd. Candace Craig and Salia Hardy are innocent until proven guilty. May Margaret Craig rest in peace. My sincerest and most heartfelt condolences to Margaret's family and loved ones. My thoughts and well wishes are with them. I can't imagine what it's been like having to process such a terrible tragedy. I hope closure comes to everyone affected sooner rather than later. Maybe as this chilling case goes to trial, it will shed light on the why and what led to such evil acts. Again, my condolences to the family. Fam, leave your thoughts on this in the comments below. All right, fam, that's it for this episode of Hood Tales. Thank you all so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. This is your girl, Mrs. Tony 2 Times, and I'm out.